Alrighty here. It's Friday. Just gonna do a quick wrap up of the day. Market is definitely warming up a bit. We're getting a bunch more spikers. My scanner is full compared to what it was the past couple weeks, even month and a half. Honestly, it's been slow. It hasn't been like this in a while. Um, Excuse me. Let's see here. Okay, I only have like 3 or 4 stocks I really want to go over. Um, Nuro, that is one of them. This is one that I traded. So I played it as a high daybreak at 17. Here we go. Actually, I have it kind of time stamped. It was one of my main watches. I was looking at it as a breakout over the high here. Um, Early on, I transitioned that plan into an open price play, but then and high daybreak play because it was up enough and it has a low float, low market cap on a Friday. This thing is and it's got range. If we look at the overall chart here, really doesn't have much resistance until like you kind of say 22, but there's not much volume there. Where the volume's really at is up in the high 30s. So we'll see if this thing just needs to consolidate. I will definitely be looking at this on Monday for a previous high daybreak play. So over 20, I think we'll get a solid squeeze. Um, but yeah, so low float, low market cap, holding trend. When the market's hot, it's really that simple. And we're getting some action today, so definitely making it much more simple. Because probably in the past, if this happened a month ago, or just let's just say a couple weeks ago, I feel like this thing might have failed. You might get a fake out and then it just fail. But now they're holding up and they're continuing, so it's a good sign. Sprt just absolutely went parabolic. Absolutely insane. Totally missed my opportunity here. I saw this as an open price play. Came back, confirmed it, and it just took off. Just 100 shares is all you need, and you're making. If you hold, you're making $2,000. Um, but yeah, here's a chart with that. Just been watching it all week, and really missing it when it's starting to take off. So yeah, it's got a bunch of resistance back into the 60s area here, 50s. So we'll see what happens. I'll now be looking for a multi-day bounce on this. It's up a lot. So another solid spiker. Not a low market cap. Flow isn't super. It's definitely low, but I really like it below 10. This is not bad at all though compared to what the volume is getting. What the ticker is getting. It's getting hundreds. Let's see. Or today it was over 150. Yesterday over 100. And yeah, just overall, as you can see, complete shift um, in the average volume. So that is something to learn from here. Just beautiful after hours and pre-market spike. Phenomenal. Um, but yeah, so this is looking like it's brought in some more plays. Sgoc, this is another one. What's this? Yeah, this is one that I was looking at. I captured this. I got it after hours and sold yesterday after hours as well. But today we got the confirmation of the 8 breakout, and we got the previous high daybreak, and it just took off to the low 11s. I thought I was gonna get to 12, but regardless, from 8 there's to 11, there's definitely some opportunity. Yeah, I missed the whole run up here. I was really frustrated with how that turned out, so I took it after hours when I saw it was still holding. Um, even though it is a higher float and market cap, it was doing some good volume, executing the pattern. So I just kind of gave it a shot. And even though we did fail here, it was still within a range between 8 and 9, and it closed at the lower end of the range. When I saw that it kind of held up in here, got in 819 average, and yeah, just was patient, got a slow grind, and when it took off, I sold out because you never know when they're gonna top out. I was just happy I'm starting to get some action, so maybe I'll start being more patient, but I can't help myself sometimes. um, Main one for me here after hours was this guy, Bbig. Once again, not a low float or market cap. It just has the volume and technical breakout over 6. That's what I was looking for to test 7. But here we go. If we test this 9.5, I'll be very happy. I have very small position overnight. My initial position here was 587. Wait, I think it was 587. Looking for that 6 break here after hours, and I could not ignore. I told myself I was gonna buy and ignore. Could not get myself to do that. Sold my first trade in at 6.5, and then instantly regretted it. Bought it again at 644. Took some off. In the low sevens, 718 I believe is what it was. My phone died, so I missed seeing some of this, but it keeps holding up. I have such a small position overnight. I don't really care what it does, but this might be a play to keep an eye on. Let me see the sector. Just want to compare it to Sprt. No, information tech is Sprt. Okay. Sgoc is also information tech. Sympathy play probably to Sprt. Yeah, these 3 were really the main watches of the day. This one wasn't really on alert for me till late day. I didn't even realize I had an alert set at 585 for some reason. Let me see if in history. 585. Yeah. Yeah, for the 6 break. I totally ignored it considering the market cap and the float. But then it was holding up. Almost took it here in the mid 5s. But I want to be patient and wait for the 6 break. And just got lucky with this squeeze here after hours. They don't typically just take off after hours. I usually look for the morning gap up, but here we go. This one offered it. But yeah, so it just was on radar, and it came up on my scanner. Just checked it out again. Not expecting to really be interested in it, but when I saw it was coming back to 6, and I took a quick look at the daily chart again, I said, why not? But yeah, so I only said why not because of the market we're in right now. Seems like it's definitely warming up, and like I've said in previous video lessons, a hot stock that holds up and comes back and breaks after hours typically leads to a solid overnight hold. It's not something I've tracked, just something I've noticed and just experienced many times with success. So maybe something I'll have to track because right here definitely would not have paid off for sure. But in this case, it was nice. So now I'm just trying to repeat myself, but really, now that the market's warmed up, it's back to basics. Not that it ever really changed, but now it's a lot easier. If the momentum continues, obviously. It is Friday. We'll have to see how it is on Monday. Um, but if the momentum continues, it really is going to be as simple as low float, good sector, lower market cap. With this couple of these plays, it seems like it doesn't matter as long as the volume's coming in. So, yeah, you really got to gauge the supply and demand. And if it's holding key levels and holding trend, it could definitely squeeze shorts. Here we go. And this time around, gonna be focusing on these open prices, open price reclaims. I didn't really focus on that when the market was hot last time. That's something I started to pick up then. So now we're really gonna start to keep track for these open price plays. And yeah, that's kind of it for now. So hopefully SPRT brings in some plays. Sgoc hasn't totally broken down. We'll see if we get some more action from this. BBIG, we'll see what happens on Monday. And what else? Nuro. Nuro's still holding up too. Yeah. So this is definitely a potential play for sure. This is probably gonna be my favorite play going into Monday, as of now, unless something pops up pre-market. And RGC, cannot forget that. Potential red to green, or not red to green, multi-day bounce play. So this should have a decent bounce. Maybe the 40s is gonna hold. They typically bounce 25% or so. So if it fades any bit more and reverses, I think that 42 level is gonna be holding nicely as resistance. So, and that's a super low float here. So that's gonna be a quick mover. Here's another one that moved nicely today. That's kind of been in play this week. Oh, and it continues after hours. That's nice. But yeah, just a slow grind all day. And here we go. Once again, breaks the high after hours. And this one's holding up nicely as well. What would this offer? Offer close to 10% or so. Yeah, that's not bad. They offer 10%. So, yeah. Okay. Getting kind of late for me. I'm getting a little tired, rambling. So, couple decent plays today. Market's warming up. Hope it continues. Time to study up and go over video lessons and really just prepare for Monday. That's all we can do now. Review the week. I've been slacking with the tracking my trades, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna get back to that, and we'll be back with some video lessons on Monday. Perfect. It'll be the last week of August.